Yes, I do agree that most people want to see their own property. But if you look at the paper that came about the 1960 Congress of REITs, the whole idea actually says that the beauty of it is that it takes away the stress from you. If I'm running this property because I want to be a landlord, I mean, I've done one or two small construction, it's very annoying. You're always suspecting everybody.
Yeah.
You don't know if you're cheated. You don't know this. But the REIT company tells you, we'll take all that stress off you. So it's the pro and con to that matter. Then also in terms of tax, so we know that part of tax, but you know humans are one of the most uneducated people as regards tax. I'll give you a practical example. So most people don't know that even as someone from a developing country in Europe, and if you pay your due donations to an NGO in a development country, you have tax exemption. But not everybody knows that. Even this one you have said, I'm not peripheral about it, but I don't know it as much as this level. And how many people even know it? That's the problem why you understand. But here's my own 2 cents. Then I'll come to Mrs. Sumbo. But here's my 2 cents of why I believe that it's not very popular. I believe it's not very popular because people are already doing REITs indirectly. Think about it very well. REITs was actually modeled after mutual funds. There are 3 basic classifications, even though there's an argument there is 2. This is usually adopted when plazas are being built. Commercial real estate. So for example, now we built a plaza of 1,000 units of shops. And to build that, we needed 20 billion naira. So we say, okay, everybody, we're doing equity REITs. And like equity is unending. Your returns is unending. But the most popular actually is mortgage REITs, where people invest into properties over a period of time at a fixed rate. So it can be 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and they buy off into those mortgages or those investments, and at the end of a particular tenure agreed, the funds are being paid back with the capital. It's just like basic fixed deposit system that we have in the normal bank. But the focus is that everything is invested into real estate. And the last is where we do the hybrid, which has to do with both equity and mortgage joined together. Now, there's a question I was asking myself while I was going through this, but I think that will obviously be answered by the MD as we move on, is which are we doing? Are we doing all? Are we doing a particular one? What we are doing will be depending on the development project we have per time. You know, another angle of business development, one of the things we are supposed to do is also in terms of the investment aspect. So I know that the group has development, real estate, but are we going to, okay, we want to partner with other real estate companies like Urban Shelter and FHAB and a couple of other top developers. So it depends on what project we are doing that will determine what product we are selling per time.
I want to say something.
Okay.
Equity REITs.
Yes.
Would we have to, be part of NSE to do this equity?
Good. I'm going there. So the question now is, what type of REITs do we have? What type of REITs company do we have? Now I'm going to use global standard because in Nigeria we don't have much about what type of REITs companies we have. But globally there are 3 basically types of REITs companies.
How many REITs companies do you have in Nigeria?
So far we're seeing 3. Before I forget, this is another assignment that I want us all to reflect on. So when I speak, I believe strongly in reflections. And here's my own reflection, and that's what I'm going to literally brainstorm for the whole of this week. Why is the sector not populated?
Beautiful.
We need to ask ourselves this question. As I told them in the interview, one of the reasons why I took the job for me is that I love something that is not common. I was excited with the fact, but I want to know why. Please help us, sir. You have your own answer.
Let me hear from you.
Well, number one.
Ladies first.
Number one for me is because in this part of the world,
yes,
investors are not given immediately to say, okay, we are not direct landlords. You know they are not direct landlords.
Yes.
They're just going to buy into it. And so many people want to have this basic
ownership. I have properties across. No, that's a personal view though.
Yes, then, I think there's something about taxation.
Thank you. That's what I want you to go to. That's my suspicion, but I will even go deeper. Let me hear you first.
Taxation is one.
Yes.
Taxation is one. 2, in this type of environment, 1, we have a lot of hidden investors.
Yes.
More than open investors. Hidden investors in the sense that the rich doesn't want the middlemen know that they are rich.
True.
So they prefer even investing in REIT in US.
Yes.
No, I agree, but that's a global scale. We know that, if you have gone to Dubai, without any doubt, Nigerians own Dubai. I don't care what anybody say.
Nigeria or Dubai?
We own Dubai.
Listen to more of this on Hartfield TV YouTube channel.